What's going on, true believers? It's your man, Keanu Believes. Guys, if you want the truth about the cryptocurrency market, then this is the place to find out. If you like making profits and you like taking profits in the world of crypto, then this is the place to learn what you need to know for the day. We cover market subjects from the Keanu Inu cryptocurrency, but we're talking about the actual market and not what the media tells you to think. So like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and click the bell to be notified of new content. This is definitely not financial advice. I'm always right. And if you looked at the market this morning, you know it. Okay, guys, let's get into it. Keanu is trading at 1171. That is up 37.73% from the bloodbath of yesterday. That is a great sign. You'll see some greens over here in Cashapp. You'll see Shiba regained a 6 from the 5 that they had fallen to. The market is starting to make a move. That's a great and positive thing. But let's talk about where we're sitting in the market. So guys, the market is at $1.283 trillion. That means that at its worst yesterday, my birthday, Wall Street, my birthday, we picked up almost $90 billion. And I know what some of you are thinking. Oh my God, it is finally over. We can finally start to get that big bounce and get that leg up, and here we go. Not so fast. If you want to know what's going on, then you have to rely and you have to look for market sentiment. And who is going to give you that market sentiment? The people that are going to give it to you are your corporate overlords. And we're going to get to what it is that they're saying in just a few moments. Guys, if you have any comments, leave them down below. Let's discuss where you think we're going. And let's move on. Bitcoin is trading at $31,578 today. Now, that's a great thing because yesterday we were in the 29s, and that's not a great sign because you're testing support. You thought your support was at 30,000, and you were maybe right, but the gain's here. So what do we deal with? First, this game is about making profit and taking profit. So you're going to have a whole lot of bots that are set up that bought in yesterday. And if you look at the movement, we were up over $3 billion in 24-hour volume, which means that people were interested and people were making moves in the market. Now, a lot of that is Bitcoin based. It's not based on other products. So that leads you to believe, where's that $3 billion coming from? Well, here's where it's coming from. It's coming from Wall Street because they are getting in at a lower number. But what happens when you're at that lower number? You still have to take your profits on the way up. They're not just sitting on it and waiting for something to happen. There are day traders who are out here trying to make some money. The difference between, let's say, 29,500 and a 10% profit where you're going to set a bot to just auto sell your product is 32,450. So anybody who bought, and by the way, that's not the dip. The dip was 29,002. So I'm just trying to be reasonable and say, if you bought between 29,004 and 29,007, then your resistance point, where you're going to see a lot of people doing a sell-off and taking a lot of profit, is going to be in that 32,004, 32,005 range. That means that there's going to be a lot of fighting when you get to that 32,400 support level. If you remember, not too long ago, we were talking about 32,400 as a support level. Well, now we're going to talk about it being closer to 34,000, but 34,000 is going to spike another massive sell-off because a lot of people over the last few weeks have been buying in at around 30 to 32,000. So there's going to be a lot of Bitcoin resistance. Now, that is not market manipulated resistance. That is just your general resistance from people because they are trying to make a profit. They're trying to just do some business. And that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. But it's there, it exists, and it's going to cause a little bit of fear, a little bit of uncertainty, and a whole lot of doubt. That's the way this market is. That's the way that it works at its best. So we're not out of the woods yet. Now, why are we not out of the woods? Well, let's move on. Guys, I don't know what you think about Bitcoin, but if you want to tell me what you think in the comments below, we can talk about that. I think 32.4 up to 34 is going to be a real strong headwind from retail investors trying to take profits. So let me know what you think, but let's move on. Outside of the major media influence, you have articles like this. Bitcoin shows resilience amid global political pushback. And the article goes on to talk about all of the things that have been working against it, from the China crackdown to the things that are going on with Binance across the world, to more China, to now the IRS in the United States is trying to get a little piece of your action, that we're looking for regulations and penalties, that everywhere is looking to get their grubby little mitts on your Bitcoin, to get their grubby little mitts on your Keanu, to get their grubby little mitts on your profit. They're trying to find ways to get into your pocket. But the article says Bitcoin shows resilience because it's strong and it's stable. So off of the chain, that's what you're seeing. But what are you seeing from who talks to rich investors and who tries to tell them what to think? Oh, yeah, that punk Rupert Murdoch and his Murdoch family of global terrorists and scumbags. So what are they saying today? Wait, they're not covering the rise. Wait a minute. If we're up $90 billion in a market overnight, surely there's great news. Nope. Bitcoin slips below 30,000 key support as stock market rebound leaves cryptos behind. Everything's going great except the crypto market. The crypto market went below 30,000 on Bitcoin. So, well, we must be screwed. And that $90 billion I was telling you about in the beginning must not be there. What do you think? What else? Oh, regulators must act quickly on stablecoin regulation, Treasury says. Why? Because they want in your pocket. They're trying to get your money, trying to steal everything that you make as profit for themselves, because that's how the government works. And who helps the government? Fox Corp, news media, all of these people. What else? What else? What can we cover? Can we cover that Bitcoin is up from 29,000 all the way up to 31,000? No, 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 no. Elizabeth Warren warns crypto scams continue to surge on exchanges, calls for SEC regulation. They're getting their grubby little mitts into your pocket. That bump that we're seeing today is not going to sustain itself because we are being told as investors that there is a whole lot of problems, and it's just so nervous, and you can't get in yet. You can't get in yet. You can't get in yet. That tells me that there is another big buy-in coming. Being critical of the market is fine. You absolutely have to be critical, and you have to test and question everything. But everything bad is what you're seeing from Market Watch. What about another Fox property? Surely they're going to have a different perspective, because that's just what you do. You can't just be negative about it all the time. Let's look at Barron's Magazine. Bitcoin erases 2021 gains. It's the ultimate risky asset right now. Well, I guess everybody here's screwed now, because the crypto market is the ultimate risky asset right now. Oh, no. Well, maybe the next article is going to be great. What Bitcoin slump says about COVID-19 and the U.S. economy. I don't know what it's going to be, but I bet it's not good. What about Bitcoin falls as regulators target high-yielding crypto accounts? Guys, I'm just the guy here that looks up this information to tell you about it every single day. At some point, I feel like a smart Alex Jones. I am reaching out here, and I'm looking every day, and I'm giving you just little nuggets, pieces of information for you to make better decisions about what you think this cryptocurrency market is going to bring you. But I am telling you that they are not done manipulating the price right now. They are looking for different ways to get different things done so that they can take their profits. They are desperate to be your galactic overlords. They are the aliens in your society. They're the people that are flying those UFOs that we can't identify. Guys, if there's anybody that you can trust, I'm your guy. You know why? Because if you guys get rich and you guys become prosperous, then I do too. I am an investor just like you, and I'm a long-term holder, not a short-term holder. So if we do the right things and we are smart, then we all are going to gain. I don't gain anything by scaring you. I gain everything by telling you, guys, Keanu is your future. Keanu is the way. I make memes. I tell you positive things because I want you to be in it, and I want it to go to the moon, and then I want it to stop for gas on the moon. Then I want it to go to Mars. I want us to be the first cryptocurrency in the stratosphere, making things happen for the investors. There's plenty of coins out there, but none of them are Keanu. Believe that. It's not all bad. It's not all horrible. FTX crypto exchange valued at $18 billion in $900 million funding round. So, great thing. Circle reveals asset backing USDC. Bitcoin retakes 31K as traditional markets see risk reset. BNY Mellon makes crypto push. What else? Bank of America is clearing crypto ETPs for hedge fund in Europe. NFT marketplace OpenSea valued at $1.5 billion in $100 million funding round led by A16Z. Guys, there are plenty of good articles that are telling you all of the good and great things that are going on in this market right now. But if you watch Fox News, if you watch CNBC, if you pay attention to the largest of the manipulators, you will not find that good news. You do not see that good news. You have to find other sources. And I'm not telling you that CoinDesk is your ultimate source for news. You have to go figure these things out yourself. I have to go look every morning on Twitter. I have to check sentiment, see where people are feeling, what's going on before I even come to you with information. Then we're going to talk about these sites because these are the easiest places for me to let you guys know, hey, if you want to read an article, this is the place to go to get that article. But you know what you're going to hear when you go to, let's say, the Coin Bureau on YouTube. You know what you're going to hear? Crikey, mate, I'm not a financial professional. You know what you're going to hear if you go to BitBoy Crypto? Yeehaw, guys! Let's all just buy some Bitcoin and some XRP because they're my sponsors. That's what you're going to get from everybody. I don't have a sponsor. I probably should. Does mental health have sponsors? Who knows? I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm invested in the Keanu Inu cryptocurrency universe because I believe in it. I do have other holdings, but they are small and they are not what I'm focused on. I hope that they do well. But if, let's say, one or two or three of them do incredibly well and give me a nice gain, that money's going into Keanu Inu. Because for me, that's the future. That's the way I think. That's the way I have decided I'm going to be for a while. So life is going to be great. Believe that. Now, let me close this out with a very simple thing. Guys, if you like cryptocurrency and you have patience, be a holder. Don't get upset with other people because they are putting money in or pulling money out. We are an open coin. There is no developer who can change anything about the contract. We are deflationary. We are constantly burning new coin that goes into a buy or a sell. We are reflecting back to holders so that they get more. And there's no such thing as a rug pull here. We have Max Sean 100 coming on board. We are hoping that having that leads to Ice Cube. We're hoping that that leads to Snoop Dogg. We don't know what the future is going to hold, but we know that we are making things happen. And we're hoping that that leads to Keanu Reeves. For those of you that don't know, Keanu Reeves, who took his name from me, Keanu Believes, your man, is an action star of some note, and he's starred in some small budget movies like The Matrix. I'm not sure if you heard that. John Wick. John Wick is a love story, kind of like Turner and Hooch. It's about a guy and a dog. And I'm just kidding, Halle Berry. You're not a dog. No, I meant the pit bull. We're trying to make big things happen. We've got another big announcement that's coming up. I'm not going to tell you what it is because, quite honestly, I don't even know what it is. But I know that we can't talk about it for now. I know that we've got a few more exchanges coming on, but I can't talk about them till we get an agreement. I know this. I know that if you went over the other day and joined the Sandshoe Dog Park and you left your money in there and we told you that it has not been audited, that there was problems and that we were not going to recommend that you go there until it was audited, and you went there anyway. We are grown-ups making grown-up investment decisions. Now, I hope that you get your money back. I hope that everything is good and prosperous for you. I can't stand this line on CoinDesk. It annoys me because it's in green. Market's down to 1.254 trillion, which means that some of the gains are about to be erased, and now we're starting to go red again. So guys, the resistance is there. It's real. We're going to see some changes in the market. We're going to see some bad things happening. We're not out of the woods yet. We are still in the fight. We're just in the spot where it looks like we're winning for the moment. I'm not sure what that's going to mean to the overall market, but I am sure of this. When you see this much green, that means that investor sentiment is running very well. And if you go look at a site like Whale Trades or Whale Markets, then you will start to see that a lot of crypto is being longed and not shorted anymore. There's still shorts out there, but there's a lot of people longing these, meaning they believe that the value is about to increase so that they can make some money. Now, guys, let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. I know I'm ranting. I know I'm rambling just a little bit. But I believe in Keanu. I believe in the cryptocurrency market. And I believe that we are at the ground floor of something special. And I hope and I pray that you are part of that journey with us. So, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Hit the bell to be notified. You know this isn't financial advice, but you also know I'm right because I just showed you. All right, guys, let's have a good day.
Make my shit the chronic. Travel around the world like Haley's Comet. Headed to the moon shaped like an omelet. And I'm just way too high to comment. Maybe we can dance under meteor showers. I wonder what a spaceship costs by the hour. On my good foot, cut a rug with a Martian. Rolling up plants that we pick just to spark 'em. How in the world you get this far? Do you really know where you are? I can see you brought that sack. Can I get a little hit off that? You're a long, long way from home. If you're lost, you can use my phone. But if you ever come back, just ask for Big Willie the Martian.